Okay, first in the series, let's talk about Godzilla, the 1954 version, which I have got the English UK version here, or the English DVD should I say, which is just, it is the Japanese version. I think it's got the dubbing as well as the subtitles. And then again on this, the Godzilla show collection from Australia, this one interestingly though has got the American version as well as the Japanese version. So, which is pretty good to have the American version on there. Personally, the Japanese one probably is better, but I do kind of like the American one just because I don't have to pay as much attention, and I know it's not great to not pay attention, but sometimes you just want a bit of mindless action on it. It's kind of good. I know it's a very serious tone, it's a lot different to the rest of the Godzilla films. It's hard to compare to the rest of the Godzilla films actually. But, you know, it's set the tone in it, it's set the premise of Godzilla, it's his big introduction. Also in the UK one, you get handy a little booklet and a little postcard here for some posters. On the back there you'll see a little picture of Godzilla, and if you notice about that image, it does have a striking resemblance to the reboot which is coming in later this year, Godzilla Resurgence. So it's good to see that all this time on and they're still being faithful to the original design to some degree. Obviously the Godzilla suit changes quite drastically over the years, but as you can imagine it's over 60 years old, so it will do. Now a little about the film. It was created by H-Bomb, I think we all know that now. Obviously in 1954, like, some of the facts are a little long because they were going about how it was possibly a cross between a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a Stegosaurus, and then they say because dinosaurs ruled the earth about 2 million years ago. I mean, you know, it was the 50s, we didn't know as much back then, so you know, you got to give them a lot of forgiveness on that. I mean, Godzilla itself, Gojira, gorilla whale, apparently it was named after a bouncer who they used to call Gojira. I don't know why anyone would have got the nickname gorilla whale. I mean, it's kind of cool how it converts to Godzilla over here, but Gojira doesn't really make much sense. He's not a gorilla, he's not a whale, I don't know what that's all about. In terms of fighting, the action is kind of Godzilla against the actual army, so he's not fighting any other monsters. It's his first appearance, it's a one-off kind of deal. He just kind of fights them, terrorizes Japan, and he's a pure 100% villain, born of evil, all that kind of stuff. It's a very serious tone. It's definitely quite dark, not light-eyed at all. But you know, this in the 50s, it wasn't seen as like this little trashy B movie with a giant monster, as it would have been, you know, like nowadays, where you think, oh god, giant man in a suit, yeah. But it was really sat as a serious tone film, and you know, it is impactful watching it. You know, watching the destruction and seeing it is it's a good film. Now, in terms of a Godzilla fighting film, obviously, because he's nothing to fight against other than the army, so it's a little lacking in that respect. But obviously, you don't even consider that because it's just the first film. It's an introduction film. So I'm not going to really give this one a rating as such because I'm kind of not going too much off the stories of these Godzilla films. I'm kind of going to be rating them based on the action involved on the film. So Godzilla's fighting, and if the fighting's good, you know, because that's kind of what we want to see with a Godzilla film nowadays. We just want to see Godzilla and another monster beat the shit out of each other, see who wins, and if the fight's any good. So obviously the first film is just an introductory film, Godzilla coming in, tearing up Japan, no fighting other monsters. So on that basis, I can't rate this film. And I don't mean as in I don't like the film, I like it a lot, but I'm saying if you're just interested in seeing Godzilla fight other monsters, then it's probably not for you. However, it's a very good film to see how it all began, and you know, to see this introduction and just to see how devastating he actually is on that kind of level. So Godzilla, definitely 2 thumbs up. Check it out if you want to know a bit more about him, but if you're just interested in seeing Godzilla fighting other things, then it's not for you because it just doesn't happen in this film. Okay, so we'll see you next time with Godzilla Raids again.